What up?
Just
Just
trying
trying
to
to
show
show
something.
something. Somebody
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 asked
asked
me
me
a
a
question
question
about
about
defense.
defense.
So
So
instead of
instead of
making
making
like a
like a
short
short
video,
video,
I'm just
just
gonna
gonna
stream
stream
some.
some.
Just how
Just
to
how to
stop
stop
specific
specific
kind of
kind of
routes that
routes
you
that you
see
see
like
like
online
online
in
in
general.
general.
So
So
this
this
video is
video is
more
more
about
about
just
just
stopping
stopping
specific
specific
things that
things
I
that I
see
see
online.
online.
So
So
let's see if
let's
I
see if
can
I can
find
find
some of
some
those
of those
plays.
plays.
So
So
like a
like a
unique
unique
play
play
that you
that you
generally
generally
see.
see.
Because I
Because I
think the
think the
question was
question was
asking me, how
asking me,
do
how
you
do you
cover the
cover the
middle of
middle
the
of the
field?
field?
Well,
Well,
to
to
answer
answer
that
that
simply,
simply,
you
you
can
can
cover
cover
it
it
by
by
just
just
use
use
user in
user
the
in the
middle of
middle
the
of the
field with
field
the
with
middle
the middle
linebacker,
linebacker,
or
or
have a
have a
safety
safety
playing in
playing
deep
deep
middle.
middle.
But
But
a
a
play that
play
we
that we
see
see
online,
online,
let
let
me
me
see if
see
I
if I
can
can
find
find that.
what's that
What's that
thing
thing
called?
called?
Well, we
Well, we
see
see
this a
this a
lot,
lot,
right?
right?
Crossers.
Crossers.
So
So
to
to
show you
show you
how I
how I
simply
simply
try to
try to
stop it,
stop
the
it, the
easiest way
easiest way
for
for
me to
me to
do it,
do
but
it,
I
but I
don't have
don't
to
have to
make a
make
whole
a
lot of
lot of
adjustments.
adjustments.
Because
Because
you know
you know
my
my
theme
theme
is
is
I
I
don't do
don't
a
do
lot
a
of
lot of
adjustments.
adjustments.
Um,
Um,
Damn, I
I
don't
don't
have
have
trips. There
trips.
we go. There we
There
go.
we go.
So
So
a
a
good
good
play
play
would
would
be,
be,
what's a
what's a
play do
play
you
do you
run off
run
of
off of
trips?
trips?
I
I
guess
guess
something like
something
this
like this
verticals,
verticals,
but
but
more
more
like
like
this
this
over
over
pivot
pivot
that
that
has the
has the
deep
deep
over
over
route.
route.
So let's
So let's
pick
pick
that
that
one.
one.
Usually when
Usually
I
when I
see
see
somebody
somebody
come on
come on
trips,
trips,
you
you
guys
guys
see me
see me
play
play
online.
online.
You
You
guys know
guys
when
know
I
when I
come
come
on
on
in,
in,
get my
my
safeties
safeties
in.
in.
If you
To
do a
do a
better
better
job
job
covering
covering
those
those
routes,
routes,
those
those
receivers in
receivers
the
in the
slot.
slot.
So
So
I
I
would
would
generally
generally
come out
come
in
out in
quarters.
quarters.
So
So
I don't
I
make
don't
any
make any
adjustment in
adjustment in
quarters. You
quarters.
guys
You
see
guys
me
see me
play
play
every
every
time.
time.
Triangle,
Triangle,
quarters.
quarters.
So,
So
damn, I
I
should
should
move the
move the
ball
ball
back,
back,
huh?
huh?
So
So
spot the
spot the
ball.
ball.
So, they
They
need
need
that
that
big
big
old.
old.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Put it
Put
right
it right
here.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
always
always
going to
going
be
to
an
be an
echo
echo
because,
because
actually, you know
you
what?
know
Let
what?
me
Let me
mute
mute
this.
this.
I should be better now, I think. I'm using two controllers. I had to mute the second controller. What am I in? What am I in? What am I in? Is that quarters? Oh, yeah, I think that's. Oh, time out, time out. I didn't set the match principle. You need match. Let's set match. Oh, damn it. So I can set match principle. What's the coaching adjustments? I'll go back. Damn, why is he always selecting plays?
Here we go, son.
I'm trying to set the coaching adjustment. I'm just going to just show you how I cover it. It's easy to do it on here. Then there's the coaching adjustments. There we go. I need match turned on. I'm just going to do everything I do online when I'm playing. That way you can see it. Base. Okay. And then I go to quarters. And then that's the over route. I'm picking out over pivot because he has that over route. But generally we see stuff like this online, right? Like either the triangles going upfield. So you have something like this, right? Well, I don't have the plays, so something similar. And the key is people are trying to hit that old receiver going all the way across the field. I mean quarters match. I don't make any adjustments. If I'm playing online, you see me select this guy right here. The reason why I select him is because of this guy going on. Oh, 1 second.
Extend.
Okay. Ah, damn it. I'm in the wrong freaking defense. Damn it. Quarters, triangle, and then pivots. Okay.
Here we go.
Then this guy's going upfield. Yeah, excuse me. I have to switch controllers. Okay. So I'm in quarters right now. Quarters match. I usually select this guy. And the reason why I'm selecting him, it's not to chase anybody across the field. Is his responsibility is that tight end on the very far right, if he comes all the way across the field, he's my responsibility. If any of these receivers on the left go upfield, my job is to guide this area to make sure he doesn't throw any quick streaks up the field. So I just got to just stay right here and watch for anybody going all the way across the field, and then just tag him for at least 5 yards, and then you pass him over to the safety. You take him over, and then I guide, and then once I'm done guiding, I drop down because I'm trying to cover anything that comes all the way across the field. This 13, he's gonna run this 13 right here, number 13 wide receiver. He's gonna run all the way across. Initially, this 3 rec is gonna hold him, and after a while, it's gonna let him go. And you know who's gonna pick him up? This guy. He's gonna pick him up eventually. That's why I get mad when he doesn't play his assignment correctly. This guy right here, if he doesn't play his assignment correctly, I get super angry. So let's just see how it plays out. I'm gonna let the play run and see how it plays. And generally on this play, people usually run the tight end on like a drag or something like that, right? That's still how the play usually looks. So I remember I called cover 4 quarters with match coverage on, and I made no adjustments. So let's just let it play, see how it goes. Oh, I gotta get this over here. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna start replay real quick. I just want to just let it run so we can see this.
Here we go.
Now, go to instant replay. Remember what I told you what my assignment is, right? Alright. If I'm this guy right here, I told you what my assignment is. My assignment is guide, just to make sure I cover this hole right here, because people like to throw number 11 on the streak. They like to throw a quick pass. So my job is to make sure that quick pass doesn't get off. So I guide, and I pass him over to the safety. And then I drop down to cover this tight end if he comes across. So if I'm doing my job on the left side with that guy, because see how he just jumps over to the flat? I don't like doing that because they're going to run number 11 on the streak, and that's the streak I'm talking about. So you got to guide to make sure he doesn't throw that streak until it passes over to the safety. See, the safety takes him over. Number 11, safety takes him over. So my job now is I guide and I drop down because I got to get 85 that's coming across. So if I'm guiding all the way to the 40, eventually I'm going to have to drop down to the 35 because this tight end is coming across. Even though I know the safety is going to come down and help. That's why I told you that the back end guy, number 13, his responsibility is this back end, is this guy right here. I told you that, right? Because the safety needs to carry the tight end. So he's going to carry the back end crosser coming all the way across. As you can see, the tight end goes under. And a lot of times when I'm playing online, people think this guy's open because the safety drops down to the tight end. So they automatically think number 13 is open. And once you see me play online, they end up throwing this 13 and they throw right into this guy and I get a pick because they don't see him in the back end. You know, they're always open, they throw it, but look who's sitting on the back end. So that's how you get that pick. And usually you see me screaming online, come on, you didn't play it right. I'm scared of my 33 playing that play correctly because there are times where number 33 doesn't play correctly and 13 just runs past him. Right now he's doing it right, but there's times where he runs right past him and they get that big old pass over. But as you can see, everything is covered. This is just off basic coverage. No crazy adjustments, just regular quarters match. And you can see how he does a good job of it. See what I mean? So for the guy that was asking me in the chat, like, how do you cover the middle of the field? You got a 3-rec hook right here. He's going to do the job for you. Just let him do the job. Unless you know how to play 3-rec correctly. I play with this guy because I know they want to hit the streak. So I got to make sure I cover this streak right here. Because when the computer played it, I'm not going to play like that. He does a bump and he lets him go. You just throw right behind him right now. And that's your space. So I'm trying to cover this space by just dropping all the way to the 40. Once he passes over to the safety, I drop down to help with the tight end that's coming across. And the thing with this guy is just people just gonna think he's open. They're just gonna look and they see that safety come down. They don't even see this guy sitting here waiting, and they'll just launch it right now, and then they'll launch right to my cornerback, and it's a pick. So that's one way that I play that. Another thing that people like to do is they like to do what do they like to do? Oh yeah, they like to do this. They love bench, don't they? They love bench. They love this play. So I'm gonna pick bench, and with I'm usually in over nickel over G, and I usually see me play cover 3 sky, but I'm not playing cover 3 sky. I'm playing cover 2 inverted. So how I do that is that's the original assignment to cover 3, right? I play this. The outside corner is in the flat. The slot receiver is in the inside third. And then same thing on the other side. So now I just turn that into an inverted cover 3. So what this does is, if I also snap it, you already know the tight end on the 84 is going to the flats. Guess who's going to take him? The corner's going to take him. And people don't expect that to happen. They expect my slot receiver to go to the flats. And then number 2 gets taken by my slot corner. He's going to go to that thing. So let me just let it play. And see how this play runs. We'll go to instant replay. See that? go to instant replay.
Here we go, son.
And it's crazy when they go into the play call screen afterwards, they're gonna see cover 3. They're not gonna see what I just put on the field. So if I'm running it correctly, watch how the routes get distributed into my defense. So you got a corner, the cornerback's taking the flats automatically. And usually I'll play one of these guys. I'm either him or I'm him. Usually I'm him right here on the right because of this tight end. Because if this tight end goes upfield on a streak, I need to cover this area because this safety is going to rotate to the middle. There's a gap that's like between this guy right here and this guy. There's a gap right here, like around this whole entire area. There's a gap for this. If he runs a streak, the tight end runs a streak. So my assignment is just drop back to like maybe like 10, 15 yards and just sit right here till the tight end clears, till he clears into his area because he's gonna drop back over here. He's gonna drop back this way. So let me let it run. Okay, let's let it run. So now on bench, the two tight ends are going to the flat, and then they run that deep post on the receivers. And just off of doing that, there's really nobody open. So remember I told you my responsibility for this guy is the tight end. So it all depends on where he goes. If he goes upfield, I got him. And if he's doing something like this, I gotta just sit by him. I don't really try to cover it. Like I'll sit like maybe a yard behind him, just so the quarterback doesn't throw the ball. Even though he might be open, but just so he doesn't throw the ball. But you can see the outside third, just because I'm in match, they'll match these guys. And I don't even need them to match them to be locked down. Just be in the area so I can switch over to them and play the defense myself, either swat the ball or whatever. So that's how I play bench. So when I see people coming out in close formation, I always say it online. I'm like, oh, we're gonna drags and posts. You see me say that all the time. I say drags and posts, drags and posts. So this is the defense I come in to cover it in. And all I'm doing is, let me see if I can go back. Sorry guys, I'm using some controllers. That's your cover. That's your cover 3. The outside corner is in the flats. Inside guys in the third. So it looks like that. Same thing on the other side. Flats, third. That's just how I just use this for bench. Anytime I see formations like this, that's what I come out in. You could use cover 4 to cover it. The only reason why I don't like using cover 4 is the slot defenders, they don't get out into the flats fast enough for my liking. So another thing I'll do sometimes is I'll push my guys backwards because this guy over here, if he's down here a lot of times, if you have a really like a tight Tariq Hill, you don't want to have him sitting that over here because he's just gonna blow by him because he's too fast. So you see me bump him off because if I know they're passing like a third down in like 10 or something like that, you see me, I'll back off. That way I have more leverage against this guy. Now my opponent doesn't know who's covering them. I know that it's being covered by him. So a lot of times if he does that and I know where he might want to go, I might take this guy and just sit right here. Just to bump him off the wind, and I'll come back to my original position. And these two guys, this guy right here and this guy, their sole purpose is to make sure nothing crosses the center of the field. Make sure nothing crosses the center of the field. That's the whole entire responsibility. So I'd rather them sit up high. If I'm playing them, sit up high. Let routes cross underneath me and then rally down to them. So you don't have to chase everything around the whole field. So you snap the ball, I'll just back off and just wait and see if anything comes across the middle of the field. And then I just attack when I see it. Same thing with this guy. And remember, his responsibility on this side is anything going across from the tight end, I got to follow. Because you could just run this tight end on a straight streak. Because this guy is moving all the way across the cover to close the center of the field, you can see why this would be like wide open up here. Because he's going over here to cover anything that's going out that way. So my whole entire responsibility is to make sure nothing goes streaking all the way across right here. The only thing I can do is just guide him for like 10 yards and then back off, and then either the safety or he's going to take the responsibility of it. Because if he throws the ball deep like 25 yards, they can rally. That's why. I just don't want any quick streak throws. Okay, let's see if we can find something else that people like to run online all the time. Yo, what up, what up, what up? Hollywood Sports! House Sports! Alright. You guys remember that one last stream that I played? I think I was playing the guy with the 49ers. He kept running mesh post. And I was like, why does he keep running this stupid play? That's the defense I was using to cover it. So let's go to mesh post. And same thing in cover three. Same cover three. I mean nickel over G, guys. It's defense I'm usually in. Same thing I told you again. Outside, in, outside, in. So it looks like that again, right? Now I'll play hard flats based on down and distance. If it's 2nd and 5, I'll go to hard flats. If it's 1st and 10, depending on how my opponent has been playing, if they've been doing a lot of short throws, I'll live in the hard flats. But if they're like throwing up the field, like intermediate range throws, deep outs, 15-yard posts to the sidelines, yeah, maybe I want to play hard flats then. You know what I mean? So it all depends on what they're playing. But right now, we know we look at the play out. Oh, he's been calling a lot of mesh. The mesh just means number 11 and number 85, the tight end. They're just running drags down the middle of the field. The running back is going out on a wheel. That wheel that running back is running is dangerous. It's really, really dangerous. It's like an open spot right there for this play. So you gotta watch that. So just if you know that's what's coming, then you just know how to protect against it. The open part of this defense is that deep in by more is dangerous because there's a gap over there too that could be wide open. But the thing that I've noticed playing while I'm playing online is a lot of people they don't really throw deep ends. I throw deep ends when I play. I throw comebacks when I play. Just I've noticed when I'm playing different opponents, they don't use these routes. So I use it to my advantage. So I call this defense because I know they're not using it. If they hit it once or twice, okay, maybe I might switch up. So they don't keep hitting me with that. But let's just let the play run. I'm in this defense. The open guy again is this tight end. Watch number 84. Look at the route he's number 85. That sit down in the middle of the field, it can be open. But I'm usually one of these guys. So I'm watching that. And the guy was playing, ran a play where he hit 85 in the middle. So I was like, okay, all right. Next time I'm gonna force him to throw over to the running back. And when he threw to the running back, my corner that's going all the way to the top picked it off. So right now I'm gonna play cloud flats, and let's just let it run and see how it goes. All right, let's turn replay real quick.
Here we go.
This is the drags. If I was playing hard flats, the corners would take the drags when they get on the opposite side because the yellows are in the middle, so they probably don't want to throw these right now. But if I was playing hard flats, you can see how this get that surprise pick. You always see me pick off because he'll be down here to pick this off. He throws to the flats, and this guy right here would be there for the next guy coming over across. Remember I said about the running back? If I was playing hard flats, right? Who's open? The running back, right? See if this guy was playing hard flats down here, then you see the running back's wide open. So my job last time when I was talking about this guy's going to be open center here in the middle of the field was I needed to force my opponent in that 49er game to throw to the running back because I know he's going to throw the ball right into this window to this guy right here, which I eventually had to pick. But initially, the play before, he threw to this guy. So the next play, I stayed over here just so I could force him to throw it over here. And I left this guy in a cloud for that main reason because he needed to throw a field at the end of the game. So I wasn't really worried about the drag. You can have the drag because I need to protect this running back. So just having this hot clouds over here force my opponent to hold on to the ball so he can clear this guy. But this guy's sitting here. So when he threw it, he just came down and picked it off. So that's what I mean. I was like, you don't have lockdown defense. What I'm trying to do on defense is take away what I think you're likely to do based on down and distance. You know what I mean? There's people open everywhere. The running back is open. These guys open underneath. But I'm looking at down and distance. What are we playing? Are we playing 3rd and 10? If you're playing 3rd and 10, why do I need to play hard flats? Yeah, you can have all this mesh concept underneath, all this drag routes. You can have those. You got to catch and run and make the first down. My guys can rally down and make a tackle, maybe 4th and 5 or 4th and 6. And then I'll see what I think you're likely to do. If you want to do drags again, that's fine. I'll play clouds again and then just see what happens. May the best man win. So it's not always a lockdown defense. Like you gotta get that out of your mind. Like, but this when I talk about the deep end is open. He's gonna be open eventually, but people hardly ever throw this route. If they do, then I gotta make sure I'm covering it. I gotta make sure that's covered because this play in particular is dangerous to a lot of different things. If you're really proficient in this particular play right here, you can destroy a lot of defenses with this play. Because I'm telling you, that deep pin I told you is going to be there. And there's so many defenses that's going to be able to cover that deep in. I'll exploit that deep in until you start covering it, and then it's going to leave all this mesh stuff open underneath. So I'm saying there's never a lockdown to anything. It's just a matter of like, all right, what are you trying to give up based on what your opponent is doing from play to play? From play to play, what are they doing? You got to read your opponent. And if you see them doing one thing more than the other, you got to start slowly taking it away and force them to go to their secondary reads within whatever play they're choosing. And whoever does that successfully, either you or your opponent, is definitely who's going to win that chess match. So that's how I constantly keep playing defenses and keep making sure like I'm reading what my opponent is doing on a play-to-play basis, and then you play defense accordingly. So when you're looking at me play online, you're like, oh man, that looks easy. Yeah, but what am I trying to take away that my opponent's been doing all game? And I think I try to point that out when I'm playing on streaming and stuff. I'm like, all right, he's doing this. Here's what I'm trying to take away right now. Let's see how you adjust to it. So I'll take it away, and sometimes they fumble the bag and throw a pick or make a mistake, and that's to my advantage. I didn't lock down anything. I just tried to take one thing away and then force them to do something else on whatever play they're doing. People are running stretch RPO. Okay, stretch RPO. Yeah, stretch RPO is tough, but I still use, what do I use for stretch RPO? I use the same play for stretch RPO. Let's go to stretch RPO real quick. Let's get out of here. Let's see if I have stretch RPO. But you gotta pick like a good run defense too. Let me see, stretch. So I have a stretch. Stretch RPO be on something like this. I think I have it too. There you go, stretch. Because it's 1-2-2. It can be tough, but I play. Oh, I don't have it in here. You guys know online I have 4-4, right? That has that one. Let me see if into the flag. Yeah, we could do. I just need something. We could use this, I guess. Triangle. Like stretch RPOs that people talk about. The thing is, that slant, right? So if you know your opponent is running this, and your opponent knows you're running this, and they want to hit that slant, all you gotta do, like, you take something away. Say this is a defense I can stop the run, right? Say, because generally I'll bring this guy down and I'll put him in a flats. Oops. Let's see. You put him in the flats. Triangle. Eddie Jackson. Is Eddie Jackson? Jen Johnson is it's the flats at. Yeah, flats. Okay. I'll put him in a flat. The reason is he become the container on the outside if he tries to run that stretch. Because you don't want to put him in that deep blue, he'll just back off. So all you gotta do is the safety is just come down here. If I was playing online and you see me take the safety and I come down here, all I'm doing is telling the offense, do not throw that slant. I know you want to run a slant. And then more likely, I'll shift my line, of course. I'm not saying this defense is going to stop the run, but I'm just, because I don't have the play that I need to stop it. So I'm basically, with this defense, I'm showing my opponent that, hey, I know you want to run the ball, and I'm telling you not to run the ball. And with this guy sitting right here, it's basically saying, I'm not necessarily going to cover that slant. I'm just telling the opponent, hey, I know you want to run a slant back here with this stupid freaking RPO bubble, whatever you call it. So it's just like, you see me probably shake him, just, hey, I'm here, I'm sitting here if kids try to run it. Go ahead and run your damn drag. I mean, your slam, your stretch. And you see what I was talking about let me go back to the instant replay. This is why you have that hard flats out there. If you know the play is coming, it's because he doesn't back away. He becomes a contained defender. So he doesn't back off. Guy stays there now. If I was to run out there, he's the contained defender. As opposed to if he was in the blue zone, he would just clear that whole side of the field for the running back. Because with the hard flat, he stays right there by the line of scrimmage. So now you can rally down and make a tackle. So if he comes outside, I'm waiting on him. You know what I mean? And the formation you're in, there is no wide receiver out here. So what's the threat, anyways? Like, what's the threat over here? So there's really no reason. The only thing you could do, you could probably throw a quick flats. Or you might run a deep post, but what's the likelihood that this guy's running a deep post up the field to the sideline? I mean, it's kind of unlikely. So generally, you see me put him on a hard flats because I want to stop the run. And like I said, the only reason why I'm standing here with this guy is just to let him know, don't throw that slant. I may not pick it off, I may not even play correctly, but I'm just telling the offense, hey, I'm sitting here, I know you want to run a slant this way, so you can go ahead and do your run play. Just go ahead and run the ball. So, you know what I mean? It's like a give and take, you know what I mean? It's like, you're playing like mind games a lot of times. So, yeah, RPOs are a pain. RPOs are a pain. But Then they have this RPO too. Let me go back. There's another RPO. There's the trips RPO that you see run a lot. That's another one too. I'm on this one. This one is actually harder to stop, I think. This one on MT. This one, the Omaha RPO. This one is actually harder to stop, I think. If you play somebody that just wants to base their whole scheme on it, yeah, it can be tough to stop. Because you're really reading, you're reading this guy. Hold on, go back to the defense. You're reading this guy right here to decide if you want to throw to this guy. If he charges down, then you got your RPO. You're gonna throw the RPO. If he stays out, then you're gonna run the ball. So that one can be tough. Especially like in the red zone. Let me switch real fast. Let me respot the ball. Yeah, how do you respot? Let me respot the ball real quick. I want to go in the red zone because you see a lot more of it in the red zone than anything. And I'll just show you what I do in the red zone to stop it. So you guys see me come out and cover 4 in the red zone a lot, and show you what I'm doing in the red zone to help me mitigate a lot of this stuff. Like I said, if nothing is ever shut down, it's more you're trying to dictate to the offense, hey, this is what I want. I know you want to do this, so I'm gonna try to protect against. Damn it, I don't have. See, I don't have the play. I don't have 3/4 quarters, but damn it, I have it because of the alignment. It's the closest I got, I guess. It's the closest. Like, sorry. I have my 3/4 cover 4. That's what I usually play down here. But they don't have. They don't have it. I'll just use this press one for now. But they don't have what I'm looking for. I'm using the RPO alert Omaha. That's what I'm choosing.
Here we go.
Okay. So with this one, usually I'll put my outside corner in a flat. Right? And same thing with the other guy, because people like to run like quick to the flat. And the reason why is because these linebackers don't get out fast enough like the assignment tells them to do. They don't get out. So in cover 4 and 3/4, it's usually like this, and then this guy's playing. He's playing some type of variation where he has to, get out to the flats or whatever. And then there's 3 guys in the middle are doing their thing, and then this guy's, going to the flats. And then you be these 2 guys in the middle, right? So usually you see me I'm controlling this guy. I come down here because I'm telling him, hey, damn, I don't like the way this. I don't have the formation, so I'm just have to live what I gotta live with right now. So if you want to run the inside zone, I'm trying to set it up like with 3/4 looks online, but this guy right here will be standing, and then there's 3 guys. They'll be more closer to this guy's over the center. That's what you need him to be. And then this guy's all the way over here. But I can't move these guys because I don't have the formation that I need. So I'm trying to make this work, but it's not really going to work. Because if he was running the inside zone, I'm kind of stuck because this guy has his hand down in the dirt. I don't need his hand down in the dirt. Because he's not able to contain the outside like I need him to. And they say this guy's will be rotated over a little bit more. Yeah, over here. Yeah, I can't do it. They just move over. But alright. We're trying to simulate something here. Yeah, this guy would have his hand out, he'd be playing contain on the outside. So basically what I'm trying to do is, this right here would kind of stop the run if he tries to run the inside zone. And my job is number 13. Because I don't want him to run that stupid thing that he always run, like the RPO to the flat. So my sole responsibility is to run. I'll help out with the run if I know he's running it, but it's to make sure he doesn't throw this freaking RPO play right here. So, and see, I'll be out there with my user to get him because I know like that hard flats I put out there.
Here we go.
It will take up the first block. That way I can rattle it down and make a tackle. So if I was playing him, you see I would have been down there already. And see how the inside gets, because he can't really run the inside zone, so he has to throw outside. But I'll be down there already with the user. And that's just why I put him in the hard flats, because I know he's gonna eat this block up. So I gotta get down there. That's the user. That's how I play it. Now I know this guy is open over here, but if you know your opponent is consistently running RPO down here, you already know he's not gonna make that throw, so you can give up that play. You can give up number two because of that. So it's a gamble I keep talking about. Now, if he was to run this right here and see that I was doing that, it's up to my opponent to make an adjustment to that. Maybe next time he comes down here, he doesn't run RPO, he runs all three streaks and he hits number two, and I'm like, damn it, I gotta adjust to that next time I come down here. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna play so that doesn't happen again. So it's like it's the constant back and forth, with you and your opponent all the time. So there are times where I'm playing a specific kind of defense because I'm trying to take one specific thing away and force him to do something else. I'm not trying to lock down anything. I'm just not saying, hey, I'm coming on this because I'm trying to lock down the defense. No, it ain't no lockdown defense. It's a give and take. You're always gonna give something away. Nothing is free. There's something always open. It's just a matter of does he find the opening in my defense and exploit it? And if he does, I got all right, you got me that one. Next time I'll figure out what I'm gonna do next. So those are the two main. Like when I'm playing online, you don't really ever see me complain about RPOs because I don't. People don't really succeed doing that all game. Eventually, it's gonna get stopped, or because it's only so if you know it's coming, it's only so much you can do in it. You know what I mean? Like with this play, you're either gonna run the ball or you're gonna throw it to number 13 in that play. There's no other option, or you can throw it to the tight end because I think the tight end is running a back end out, right? Yeah, he's running back end out. But that's the reason why I have the hard flats out there. I press him, and then he's playing. Yeah, they're both. So if he throws it to the out, I got a pick right there. I bring him down here just to think that I'm manning him up. But the guy really covering the tight end is this guy. It's not him. He's just a decoy. As soon as he snaps the ball, he's gonna back off. If he throws it out, this guy's gonna pick it off. Because people like throwing real quick drags and everything out online. So that's really my defense in the red zone. And then I have a huge responsibility with this guy because if any of these receivers go upfield, this is my responsibility up here. If they cut to the inside, because what they like to do is they like to run number 11 and number 13 all the way across to this side of the field. So if any of these receivers go to this side of the field, I got to chase them. Also, I have a spy in here too, because I know the runner is going to run a roll to the right, and I just got to follow these guys over here and help out on this side, and then send a spy after him, and then force him to do something bad. So that's my defense in the red zone for like RPO and stuff. And if they find a way to beat it, then they just beat it, man. It's just success to you. Another good defense that you guys probably don't realize too is, let me change this around real quick, is cover 2 with one simple adjustment within cover 2. A lot of people don't see this a lot either. So we spot the ball. It's probably going to be the last one I show. And I use this for spread offenses a lot. In match coverage, cover 2 does a lot of tricky things that you may not realize. I think I've said it on the stream, but it doesn't make sense, so I'll show it to you right now. It's regular Tampa 2. Let me play the OG version first. That's what I use, so regular cover 2. I'm using cover 2 over there, a box. And then say you come out in gun spread. You want to come out 4 wide receivers. And you want to run, I don't know. Say you want to run verts on cover 2, which is a big thing for cover 2, right? Cool.
Here we go, son.
If I'm on defense, all I'm doing is taking this guy and put him in the spy. That's it. My responsibility is definitely, of course, all the way up, like anything that comes across the deep middle of the field. That's my responsibility. Also, the running back, I gotta watch the running back too. Now, what will happen is when I snap the ball, this guy turns into man. This guy turns into man, all because I put him in the spy. These vert hooks, they're gonna convert to man. So it's good for people that like to throw like deep posts out of the slot. It helps. So I'm just gonna let it run. Remember, if I'm the user, I got all this to help out because that's the whole on defense.
Go. Here we go.
Watch the hooks in the middle. See that? I told you I got the running back. Now, another way you can also play all man within cover 2 is, if I remember correctly, if you put the outside corners in soft squats, I believe. I think they should convert to man as well. Let's see. Yep. So you can play man defense out of cover 2. Essentially. And I love doing that because it confuses the hell out of people. Because you play like, oh man, he's playing cover 2. I'm just gonna hit the side. But when you put those, if you know he's running off, if you know he's running all streaks and you want to cover that sideline so he doesn't throw that deep, that deep pass across the middle, you also gotta remember this guy has to be in something other than his mid read for this stuff to work. Once you do this, everything converts. So if I was to put my outside corners and soft squats again, damn it, no controller. Right? He can't throw that deep shot that you guys usually. If I see cover 2, I usually run double streaks because I want to hit that deep, that pass that goes right here. That hole that's right here on the cover 2. If you're doing this and you're running all streaks, it's not gonna work. Now my responsibility now is the running back or anything that comes across the middle of the field because I already know those guys are gonna match up on the outside, right? So if I'm playing with him, anybody comes across the middle, I got him. I also got the running back as well. So let's let the play run. And this is cover 2, and they just switched over to man. Isn't that crazy?
Here we go.
If you're playing your opponent and he sees in the play call screen, hey, he's running cover 2, I'm going to do this, and you run this right here. I mean, he'd be like, I thought he was in cover 2. Yeah, I am. I am in cover 2. I already got a replacement for the deep middle. This guy right here, because he converts to man. That's the ability of match defense that people you don't really get to appreciate till you start doing stuff like this. And this is cover 2, basic cover 2, with one adjustment in it. So if you ever see me play online and you see me do this, because I'm trying to, I want to play man, but I'm disguising it as well as a cover 2. I remember those cloud flats, they're gonna give up that space in them, by the sideline. So if I'm running 2 streaks like this, just know that the sideline is open. You see me do that a lot too, so just know that that's open. That's why I run 2 streaks, because I'm trying to hold the safety. I'm trying to hold the safety with the slot defender. That's why I run 2 streaks. This guy, this number 11, is holding the safety. If he wasn't there, the safety cannot. He's trying to divide those 2 players, because that's but that's why he holds him in the middle. It doesn't make him flare all the way out. Even though this guy's gonna man him up, he still needs to hold between these 2, because he's still playing a cover 2 split basically. So to cover that right there, if I see somebody do that to me and I know that's what they want to run all day, then that's fine. That's one simple adjustment. You don't even have to do it on both sides. You can just do it on one side. Like soft squats on one side, cloud flats on the other side. Alright? Take this guy and make him damn it. 1 second. I'm using 2 controllers here. Okay, I got this guy right here so he can play that. So if I was to do this, say he was still looking for that same play over there on the left, it's not going to be there anymore. See that? That could end up being the side because now he has to go divert his eyes somewhere else. You know what I mean? You're taking one thing away so you can do something else. That's the main motto on defense. You got to put it back in mind. What am I taking away? Right now, I saw him beat me on that streak last time. All right, cool. I'm adjusted at this time. So just that one little simple adjustment. Like he can't throw that 2 streaks on the right side, on the left side anymore. Yeah, he can still do it over on this side. But his eyes being stuck over there is going to cause a sack. It's like, oh, damn, it's not open. Let me go over to this side. It might be too late now. Because I've taken it, I've taken the side he's looking at away. You might get a sack, you might get a rush, you might get a scramble. But that's just kind of, that's the basic idea of what I mean when I say you're taking one thing away and forcing them to do something else. So it's like, that's the chess match about football that I like. If you're playing it right, correctly, that's what makes it fun, So, but, that's just another, like, a tidbit of defense that you may not realize within cover 2. You can do that. Just make this guy take the mid-rate away like I do right now. And see why happens when I don't take the mid-rate away. Let's go to instant replay real quick.
Here we go.
Because I didn't remove the mid-read on the middle guy that I'm controlling. It plays your basic cover 2 now. So they're gonna let him go. Now I'm really responsible for the deep middle because there's nobody there to help me. So just so you know. The reason why he replaced it because he needs to take the running back because I left. This is just basic cover 2 coverage. So in match. So that's the reason why I have mesh turned on. Just some stuff that, you know. So now I think I've showed you mesh. I've showed you the deep over routes that people like to run on trips. What else did I show you? I showed you the defense I run. My cover 2 invert off of cover 3, and then cover 2 coverage to play spread defenses and turn them into man out of cover 2. Go ahead and turn this thing off.